John Planek with the Mohave Valley Daily News, and this is your daily dose for Monday, December 14th. 11 days till Christmas, so it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Today's daily dose is brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center in Fort Mohave, Arizona. Don't wait weeks for an appointment at a local hospital. Tri-State Radiology Center offers you same-day or next-day appointments. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. and accept most all insurances. For all your radiology needs, call Tri-State Radiology Center, where your image means the world to us. All right, I hope everyone had a great weekend. I hope you had a chance to get out to the parade on Saturday night. They had a little bit over 50 floats out there, or 50 vehicles out there, big crowds. You can see it on our Facebook page. If you haven't had a chance to see it, go to our Facebook page or our YouTube page, and you'll see it from there. In today's news, CRUHSD School Board, the Colorado River Union High School District School Board, has a meeting tonight at 5:30 at 6 p.m. at the Anderson Auto Group Fieldhouse. They got a bunch of things to discuss. Their top thing on the agenda is addressing the Red for Ed money. It's a 5% increase in compensation for the teachers in the district. They have to make some changes to the budget because the way the money was allocated, they weren't sure how that was going to come down. This is the final year of that Red for Ed money, which is a 20% higher wages over 3 years. But they have different ways that they can apply that to the income structure for the teachers. One of the suggestions from Superintendent Todd Flora is that it goes towards their medical costs, which are up, I guess, significantly, the employee health care benefits. Some of the other things that that's a total of $271,000 for the school district, which is both the Mohave High School, the River Valley High School, and the online instruction. Some of the other things they're going to be covering is they're talking about the COVID-19 situation, where things are at with that. They have a couple more days left this week, and then they go on break. Wednesday and Thursday, I believe they both have half days because they're working on their it's finals week, so that has kind of changes the schedule up a little bit. So we'll see where they're at. Then they're off through the end of the year, so they're supposed to be discussing that. They're going to consider making an appointment to fill the seat on the board left vacant by the resignation of Pat Young. Pat Young resigned prior to the election, but he had resigned so late that it was too late for them to actually get that on the ballot for this year's election. So now the way it happens is the board has a chance to interview people, decide who that person is going to be, make their suggestion to the county superintendent. He'll do some background check and all that and approve it from there. But the school board is actually the one that makes that recommendation. And then discuss and possibly act on an open meeting complaint. So we got a picture of, not a very good picture, I should have printed it off in color, but a picture of Santa at the parade the other day. Tomorrow night, Bullhead City Council has a meeting, and they have a pretty full agenda. One of the things they're going to be looking at is approving the purchase of 60 body-worn cameras for the police department. They have a bid from Axon Enterprises of Scottsdale, which looks like that's the best bid. That's $410,000 plus taxes. They're the only ones, I guess, or the lowest responsible bidder. So they met all the requirements. It says they're the only vendor capable of complying with all aspects of the desired income. So that's from Acting Police Chief DeSantis. So some other things, they have 2 large public works projects that they want to talk about approving. One is at the Parkway in Silver Creek, which is road lighting and signs and a few other things. Road lighting would be nice up there because, you know, if you ride that at night, it gets pretty sketchy up there, dodging burrows. That's $968,000. They have another one for the Secret Pass and Silver Creek Flood and Erosion Mitigation Project. That's $973,000. They got some issues with water runoff this year, so they want to address that. They also are looking to approve up to 15 hours of personal time and 15 hours of vacation time. A lot of city employees during COVID-19 were asked to forego their vacations, work extra hours, and that sort of thing. So they're trying to approve allowing those people to just cash those hours out rather than let them continue to build. Kind of a thank you for working through the COVID thing and having to come in on weekends and that kind of thing. There's a statement from City Manager Toby Cotter. Many times employees have been asked to work additional hours or forego vacations because of other employee absences due to COVID-19. From police and dispatching overtime, special food drives, weekend overtime in the parks, extra sanitation, COVID tested Saturdays, and so much more. They've been pushed to work extra long hours. So we're trying to just make a benefit to the employees and help them out. So they're going to talk about Section 12. They got to just make some minor revisions to their Section 12 plan due to adding that boat launch on the north end. A couple other little things. But at 4 o'clock, before the regular meeting, there would be a workshop about whether the city should go back to requiring face masks when in private enclosed spaces. So that is open to the public. You go and voice your opinion. That's at 4 o'clock at the city council chambers. All right, the Arizona Cardinals got back on the win column with a 26-7 win over the Giants on Sunday. DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler Murray and all those guys are great, but Hassan Reddick, he's a linebacker, had 5 sacks and 3 forced fumbles. That is a pretty good day. So congratulations to them. They had lost 3 in a row. And the Giants had been red hot, had won a bunch in a row. Kyler Murray went 24 of 35 for 244 yards and a touchdown. And of those 244 yards, DeAndre Hopkins had 136. Next, they play another NFC team, the Eagles, next week. The Raiders, man, they started so hot this year and were looking so good. They got beat 44-27 by the Colts yesterday. After the game, they fired their defensive coordinator. I guess you give up 44 to Phillip Rivers and the Colts. Apparently, they forgot that T.Y. Hilton still plays the game. He scored a couple of touchdowns. Their rookie running back, Jonathan Taylor, had 150 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Derek Carr threw for 316, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And they are now 7-6. This Thursday they host the LA Chargers. So Thursday night football this week for the Raiders. Hope they can get it back together. Weather-wise, it's going to be great. Again, sunny, about 62, 63, somewhere in there. Over the next few days, it's supposed to stay roughly the same, partly sunny, and low to mid 60s. So just a little chilly first thing in the morning. All right, everybody. I hope you have a great Monday. We're getting ready for the final few days here of the holiday season, so enjoy. Daily Dose is brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center. They offer same or next day appointments and they accept most insurances, including Medi-Cal. They have a wide open MRI and have a digital x-rays with your reports ready in 24 hours. Call them today for an appointment at 928-460-7226. Remember, we're available on a number of streaming services. Those are all in the description below, including Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts. So check those out. Please hit the subscribe button over here if you haven't already, and hit the little button, the bell next to it, and that will give you pop-up notifications whenever our videos come up. So our Daily Dose, our Valley Voices, our Educator of the Month, our Athlete of the Month, our Athlete of the Week, all those videos are on there. So please go check them out. All right, have a great Monday, and I hope to see you here tomorrow.